What is going on, guys? My name's D3. Welcome back to another edition of Dokkan Battle Time Machine. I was actually going to probably do STR Super Gogeta for this one because he is a very pivotal unit in my development and enjoyment in the game. But since it's Super Saiyan 4 week, we're going to go ahead and talk about Goku and Vegeta and my experiences with them on both versions of the game, because of course it's very fresh on my mind as far as global goes, and JP happened back in like the end of January, so it's been a while, but I'm gonna try to recollect that as best as I could. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you are new, please consider subscribing to the channel, of course. So if you're not familiar with what this is, if you may be new, it's basically me talking about units and my experience with them and how I was affected by them when they were introduced into the game, basically. So like I said, this iteration is centered around the Super Saiyan 4 units. So without further ado, let's begin. So honestly, when they dropped, and it doesn't really change, but based around which version of the game, I'm more interested in Goku. And when they both dropped, I'm like, oh, Vegeta's cool, but I prefer Goku. I'm just one of those guys. It's like, I like Goku's character more than Vegeta. That's just me. Of course, neither of them is my favorite. You guys know Gohan is. But that being said, I wanted Goku more, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go for the Goku. He looks amazing. And honestly, for a split second, of course, my opinions have changed. I was like, oh, Vegeta seems like he's probably better. Of course, there's still people that think that. That's fine with me. My personal opinions have changed on the matter, but I was like, oh, I should probably go for Vegeta. And I made a couple different choices. This is where playing global kind of kicks in, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I know what happened on JP, so I can better prepare myself for what's going to come on a global eventually. So I went ahead and I summoned on these, which you guys can check out summon videos. I'll probably link one of them down below from the JP side of things. Of course, I've been doing summons all week. You guys know I don't really do summons very often. I don't predicate myself on summons too often, but I've been doing them on global for you guys. But whenever they dropped on JP, I did the summons for him. I believe I got Goku first, right? And I was super excited about that. I just remember that it was such a weird time because they were scheduled to come out like after midnight, maybe like Pacific Standard Time. It's generally when JP banners drop after midnight for me, but they dropped them without warning midday at noon, pretty much, so about 12 hours earlier, to basically anticipate the servers breaking, and they did. And funny thing is, like, you would think they would learn, because this is not common knowledge, but understand one thing. Both versions of the game, Japanese and global, which is the English or French, whatever, they're handled by the same exact group of people. There are specific people, like a couple of people, that handle the English side of things, but for large part, the Japanese developers develop the game, and they get the final say-so on what happens in both versions of the game. It's their game. So you would think that, that being said, they would kind of anticipate the server traffic, because we've been having just a whole lot of maintenance on global because of this. It was just funny to me that JP broke, but not as bad as it would have. And they still had a lot of maintenance. But I digress. Moving on. They dropped them about midday. I did all that in about one sitting. I had like 600 stones, I think. All of it in one sitting. I was fortunate enough to come out of that with all of the stones, with all the feature cards that I wanted. I pulled like 20,000 pans. Same thing happened on JP. I think I did a dual summon with Yoren 7, and I pretty much left the banners alone. And then, you know, of course, I've gone on to do several videos with SS4, Goku, and Vegeta, like, as the mono leaders, or incorporated into, like, hero teams and things like that. To this day, they're still phenomenal units, still both probably top 5 non-LRs in the game. Of course, because LR Gohan and some of these guys are far and away the better units, but still, they're incredible units individually in their own right. I don't really have much else to say as far as JP goes. Because it was so long ago, I just remember being really happy about it. Because leading up to that, right, we had the whole anticipation, because global, they did the little countdown thing. You know, it's like, oh, 7 days remaining, and it's like, I think they were like kids, and then they go adult, and they go Super Saiyan. They had that whole everyday news thing. We had that same thing on JP, but global didn't really have the same anticipation because we knew what was going to happen. I just remember leading up to the anniversary, the speculation, like, will they actually do Super Saiyan 4s? Maybe the final day will be Super Saiyan God. A lot of people wanted there to be a Super Saiyan God Goku. I think back then, Super Saiyan God Vegeta didn't exist in the manga yet. But a lot of people wanted it to be a Super Saiyan God Goku Dokkan Festival, which of course still hasn't actually happened. They've went ahead and rebirthed a couple of the available Super Saiyan God units differently. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, but that never did happen. I just remember that speculation. Now, as far as global goes, like I said, they didn't have the same speculation because it happens later on. On the JP version of things, I summoned and I got a duplicate of Goku and I left it alone. Didn't get a duplicate of Vegeta because I changed my mind on Vegeta. Didn't want to spend any more money or anything like that. Now, one more thing on the JP side of things. I hated myself until Super 17 dropped and I could get a duplicate of Vegeta because it was so hard to like race with Vegeta, for example, do race videos because the man can't crit. And so what happens is he gets stonewalled in boss rush by a lot of events. It's not a problem, it's just slow for races. Of course, races you want to be able to push through everything. Goku is so fortunate to be an STR type that he gets a free crit to where you don't need a duplicate. Vegeta getting the free additional is cool, it just doesn't help him against tech bosses. I guess it does because he does more damage, but still, it's not a crit that bypasses that type disadvantage. So I hated myself until Super 17 dropped and Vegeta was on that banner, in which I got 3 more duplicates of him there. And I was like, you know what, I'm done with this Vegeta. I can move on. So as far as global goes, I went ahead and made sure this time, right, that I actually got the duplicates for Vegeta this time around. I think I actually got 2 Vegeta dupes and 1 Goku. I'm still trying to get a second Goku because it's still nice to be able to go top left, bottom right. I can do that with Vegeta right now, which is great. But I really want a second Goku, but I don't want to spend any more money. Please, Bandai, just don't raid my wallet no more. I can't do it. It wasn't that bad, to be honest, because they had that really good sale both times around. So I can't be mad about that. But I made sure that I got a duplicate because I was like, you know what? I know that this is going to happen. I'm going to hate myself for not getting critical hits on Vegeta. I think additionals may be more optimal, but either way, as far as Vegeta goes, either way, the ability to crit is still basically the best thing in the game because it bypasses everything. And then what happened from there was, of course, you guys saw the videos. I'm still doing summon videos. It's a really peculiar thing. Because I'm not wasting, like I'm not wasting stones to refill stamina. I'm not rushing to awaken Goku and Vegeta and Trunks and Pan and, you know, baby Vegeta and Goku. I'm not rushing to get that done on global. I actually did rush to get it done on JP, but I'm not doing it on global, mainly because situations have changed for me. I know what I want. I know what I want to run and how I want to run it as far as global goes, because of course, having the insight of being mainly a Japanese player, I do know what basically I want to get done. So it's a little bit different perspectively from me. So to my point, I haven't even done the Vegeta event. I'm not done with Goku's event yet, but I'm taking my time because I know how long they'll be here. There's no real rush to get it done. But I'm going to say something that'll trigger people that pull for Vegeta or have both and are going to do something different to me. I'm going to basically awaken my STR Trunks from the Vegeta medals before I awaken SS4 Vegeta. I know it's cringy. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm going to do it because I'm mainly going to run STR in that game. I think that it comes down to preference, of course, which of the two you run, but I'm going to mainly run STR personally because I just like that team more. It features more units that I personally like the Trunks. I really do like that Trunks. His art is really good. Of course, it's very similar to TUR LR Gohan's, but I digress. So either way, that's pretty much it for this edition of Dokkan Battle Time Machine. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and punch that subscribe button and leave a like. If you want to go ahead and leave some of your insights as far as what you personally experienced, if you did it on JP, that's fine. Let me know. If you did it on Global recently, or if you decided to save, because like I said, honestly, they're here now. Of course, hype will lead you to summon now, but the better time to get them would be on Intelligence Gogeta's banner. But if you decided to wait, I commend you for that. But if you summon now, I don't hold anything against you. I mean, I couldn't save it myself. So let me know your experience. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I, your host D Free, will catch you guys in the next one. Have an awesome day, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace out, guys.